I feel naked. Guns are not allowed in this hall due to the new ordinance here in Deadwood. Huh, I had to leave my 2 6-shooters outside the door. Oh, the man said I couldn't wear a hat either, out of respect for the people in this hall. How's a man supposed to defend himself if someone sneaks up behind him to do him ill? They ought to trust me more. I'd give him my reputation as a sheriff, a marshal, and a Union scout. But I snuck in with my derringer and my bowie knife in my boot, just in case I decided to use them. About time to begin. I want you all to get this straight, so take your notes down accurate, because this will be the very last time I talk to writers, and don't go interrupting me. Why are you called Wild Bill? Well, y'all know my full name is James Butler Hickok. However, when I was a young pup, I had a devil-may-care outlook on life, and, well, the other boys who knew me called me Wild, and someone had it on the bill. I don't really know who. But it caused me trouble once when there were 3 Indians murdered, and the law traced it back to Wild Bill and his outfit. I never had an outfit. I always traveled alone, lived by my own code. But the name Wild Bill stuck, and I got to like it, and I answered to it. Without your mustache and long hair, you don't look so wild. Now we're off to a bad start. I have come here not to court fame, but to live in peace. But I do not promise to stand for insults, and that's just not a question. This morning, I was at the barber. I got all cleaned up, and then I went to the number 10 saloon to pick up the questions you left with the bartender. Some of you walked right by me and never recognized me. I don't wear my frock coat anymore, or those other fancy clothes. When I was a spy in the Union Army during the war, I dressed like a hillbilly. Those Confeds never guessed it was me. At night, I joined the rebel troops around their cooking fire, eating their food like I was one of them, listening to plans and sneak them back to headquarters later. Well, the generals, they wrote about my bravery, and they added to my legend. Said I killed over 100 Rebs. Well, that disguise helped me then, and my new look will help me now. My hair doesn't come down to my shoulders anymore, and the mustache is gone. I don't want to be bothered with fame seekers seeing me and challenging me. Agnes thought I'd be even more handsome this way. She says I don't need anything to hide behind. I don't wear that red sash around my waist anymore. I gave it away. Actually, I wrapped it around Calamity Jane's neck last night. But I got to admit, the hair was good bait for the women over the years. People said all that was vanity. Well, maybe they were right, but I'm a changed man. There's only one woman now, and I please her any way she wants. Here I go, getting off track already. Because there's a couple of things on my mind. Namely Agnes, poker. So many questions here, I can only give you a little less than 10 minutes. Then I gotta get back to the poker tables. Well, some of you wrote in ink and some of you wrote in pencil. A good thing none of you wrote in blood. Old Faithful. Close friend gave it to me. Where I got it and who gave it to me is my secret, and something you headline hunters will never know. Hasn't lost a minute since I got it. Except once, it got grazed by a bullet. Had to get it fixed. Of course, I shot that guy dead. I didn't mean to, but I figured his next bullet would be in my chest. Where is your wife? Agnes Lake. Well, that's easy. She's in Cincinnati. I came to Deadwood to find gold. Just like all the others, but the hills are nearly empty. So I'm keeping my claim at the poker tables and gambling. Now, gambling's one thing. Corruption's another. I play an honest hand of poker. There are some who think I've come here to be sheriff, killing a few people who were desperados. I have not. I have come here to simply do my claim at the poker table, and I'm going to head back to Cincinnati. Agnes said I should quit gambling. Winning the cars is a lot easier than paying for gold in those hills. When I get back to Agnes, I will never gamble again. Just lay back in retirement, read a book, Right now, I read the letters that she sends me about Pony Express. Who was the first man you ever killed? That was 1861. A date that haunts me to this day. Talking too much. I only use this to clear my throat. Well, y'all know about it from the newspaper drawings. He called it the Rock Creek Massacre. Showed me a pile of people shooting and stabbing them all. I guess it was a massacre after all, but not by me alone. You see, Dave McCandless, he roamed the Rock Creek station, stopover for horses. He hired me to help him. A man named Wellman operated the station, but went nearly bankrupt and couldn't pay McCandless, who thought he was cheating. So McCandless comes out with 4 men to try and take back the property. Wellman's wife yelled that they were coming real fast and that we should grab something to protect ourselves. I fired my revolver. I got McCandless in the heart, and then I took 2 more shots. Wellman, he ran off after another with a hoe and crushed his head. Then one of Wellman's men killed another with a shotgun blast. It was reported that 10 men were killed. The truth is, only 3. I shouldn't say only. Even 1 would have been too much. I didn't commit murder. All the commotion was going on. I just took action. I was in physical danger. I keep telling myself it was self-defense. McCandless wasn't even packing a gun. That was the start of my legend. Now, I'm not going to say any more about that. I got time for one more question. Do you plan on shooting anybody while you're here? I never planned on shooting anyone ever. I only fired in self-defense. And a question like this is not worth answering. When my good friend Mike Williams died untimely, I never shot another man. For a couple of years after that, I took to drinking. His death bothered me. In Evanston, I got arrested for punching a sheriff. In Chicago, I beat up a taxi driver who overcharged me. Last year, I was charged with vagrancy and stealing liquor. Those aren't the stories you can make a hero out of for people to read about. I was a homeless bum until Agnes. Seems like I'll never see her again. I got a feeling. I hope my father, God rest his soul, knows that I am done with rebellion and I have gone to repentance in my life. My mother, she's old and feeble. I haven't seen her in years. I haven't been a good son. But I love her more than anything in my life. No matter what was said about me in the past, I am not a killer. And I'd like her to read that her runaway boy has fought the battle of life like a true man. Life is not stories. Life is just life. Living one day after another. Not knowing what will happen without warning. Maybe the real reason I'm here is to figure out what went wrong with me and why my luck's running out. I keep wondering if I'm married for love or for security. Brain's not big enough for that question. I stayed here longer than I wanted to. I got to get back to my chair with my back against the wall. I was trying to play a good game, surrounded by those usual smells of warm beer, cheap whiskey, sawdust, sweat, perfume, and a piano player pounding out the wrong notes on a piano that's out of tune. This fellow, Jack McCall, says I killed his brother. He lost all he had to me. I don't remember. I don't know. I don't take names, but he thinks it's true. Well, goodbye, gentlemen of the press. There are winnings to be made, and I think it's my lucky day today if I can claim my territory in my favorite chair. Oh, and don't follow me. There will be nothing more to write about Wild Bill. My time's running out. I gotta go. Want to know where I got it? Go ahead and guess.